We welcome him, and he's going to help us out this morning. So welcome to him.
Little did you know you were being timed. That was quite the line, wasn't it? I was beginning to wonder if anyone was actually not doing a 30-second commercial up here when I saw the lines go halfway back to the room. 30-second commercials are one of the most important things we can do in a networking group. They're also known as an elevator pitch. You may have heard that. How many of you know why it's called an elevator pitch? Okay, a couple of you do. I'm going to give you my version. You happen to be in New York City, you're in this big tower, and you get on the elevator with this guy with a really bad comb-over. Name's Don. And he happens to say, "What do you do?" And you start blathering on. You may know it's Donald Trump, you may not. He can get off at the next floor. Does that make sense? What are you doing with your 30-second elevator commercial? You're buying another floor. Does that make sense? With that metaphor in mind, let's look at 30-second commercials. Where do 30-second commercials start? Your 30-second commercial started this morning when you got dressed. How many of you are dressed appropriately for what you are doing? We heard a lot of people talk about branding. Are you branded the way you choose to look? On average, we take less than 3 seconds to make a decision on whether we're comfortable with someone. 3 seconds. And it's quite frankly under that. It's probably under a second. Think about that. Is it fair? No. Is it nice? No. Do we all do it? Yes. It comes from being a caveman. It's called fight or flight. We all do it. Think of walking downtown. Think of walking down through the mall. There's someone walking towards you. You can kind of walk past them and almost brush them like I did with John just a second ago. Or you can take a look at someone and go, just kind of wander over here by the plants. Next, what is one of the first things we do in a networking event or when we have an opportunity for a 30-second commercial? I just happen to have a business card. Look at your business card. What does it say about you and your company? I've seen some nasty business cards, and I've seen some really good ones. So let me ask you, when you look at your business card, do you see your brand? If you turn your business card over and it's blank, you've just lost 50% of your marketing opportunity. I do a class called Plug Me. There's brochures in the back on the information table if you would like to take one for a 30-second commercial class. But one of the things we talk about is how to build a correct business card. If you take your business card, 10 of them, and throw them on the floor, you have an opportunity for all of them that land upside down. So the day I got your business card and I accidentally put it in my pocket and it slipped out, I didn't know it, now somebody walks past and sees a blank business card, why should they pick it up? If you turn your business card over and it says some Vista company, I got my business cards at Vista Print or one of the other services that provide free business cards, all you do is pay the shipping. What are you telling your potential client? I'm too cheap to buy business cards. Do they want to do business with you? If you turn the card over and you look at it and it's blank, you turn it over and it's got little perfed edges all the way around it. That means I'm too cheap to print my own cards, so I did it on my printer at home and I did them real quick. Those are all things that are giving someone else the indication of, why should I do business with you? We've really not even opened our mouth yet to tell someone what we do. So think of it, already we've given 2 indications to someone before we've really had the opportunity to tell them what we do. We're telling them about who we are and how we run our business. So remember, how you're dressing, how you're approaching, the confidence you have, the way you're carrying yourself, the way your business card looks, has already spoken volumes and given you the opportunity of an open door or not. Does that all make sense? So now we actually have an approach. As I was timing commercials this morning, you all need to know that about 80% of you were close to 45 seconds to a minute. A 30-second commercial is not a sales opportunity. It is not an opportunity to tell someone about every single thing your company does, just in case you hit the one thing that makes it interesting enough for them to talk to you. Does that make sense? Most of us do more than one thing. When you do your commercial, do you use the word do? I'm going to pick on Eva for a second. She did not say this, but since it's in my head with carpet cleaning, we do carpet cleaning. What does that mean? What do you sell? Matt, what do you sell?
Beautiful lawns.
Matt hit it right on the head. Does he sell fertilizer? No, not really. Does he sell, green grass? No, he sells a beautiful experience. So someone comes to your house, they enjoy it. What does a DJ sell? Does a DJ sell music? No, they sell an experience. What do you actually sell? Peace of mind? The vacation of a lifetime. Is he selling a cruise ship? No, he's selling an experience. See, the word experience keeps coming up, doesn't it? Tammy from Miller and Company, you could argue she's selling an experience.
Flowing experience.
A very flowing experience. And trust me, that can be a bad experience, right? So when you think about your 30-second commercial, quite frankly, you should be able to do a decent commercial about your company in less than 12 seconds. We're trying to buy another floor. I don't care how good you are, I don't care how professional you are, I don't care how nice your business card is. If I don't have a need for your service, what's the point of going on for 45 seconds to a minute if I'm not interested? Or because you're going on for 45 seconds to a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, and those of you that have been lunch networking, you're going, oh, good Lord, get it over with. What are you? And we're not listening anymore. We're not. Denise is like, yes, the pain of my life for the last 10 years. Okay. I can say that. She didn't. Okay. So think about, what do you need to say? How do you need to say it? And how important is what I'm saying to get the result I want? What is the result I want from my elevator speech, my 30-second commercial? Think about it for a minute. What result do you want? Intrigue? Pretty close. I want to create a conversation. If I'm interesting enough in 12 seconds to spawn your brain into thinking, you're going to come up to me afterwards and say, Jason, the thing about, you said something about custom software. What was that? Guess what Jason's saying? The dude is interested in SEO advertising. No, I want to know about custom software. He hit the one thing I wanted. There was enough interest to come and talk to him about the thing that I heard. He could have blathered on and on and on about what all Heimhoff Consulting does, but he said one thing that sparked my interest. If you go to multiple networking events, mix your commercial up. Don't talk about the same thing every single time. Tammy Spencer could talk about wedding photography today. She could talk about doing senior pictures next week. She could talk about family photographs the next time. Because all of a sudden, Tammy doesn't do weddings, she could still talk about them. Which brings up a great point in commercials. Please don't tell me what you don't do. How many of you sat through a networking commercial, blah, 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 and we don't do wedding photography? So, you're going to go through the whole list of what you don't do? You don't do carpet either, do you? Okay, having a little fun here. So, who has a lousy 30-second commercial that needs fixed? Tracy.
I like to talk about everything we do because we do a lot.
Like to talk about everything because I like to do a lot. So, the point here is, don't. The point is here, mix it up. Heimhoff Consulting has an internet side and they have a custom software side. They have internet access, they have all kinds of things. So what don't you talk about? Pretty much everything. Don't. Bring the one thing up you want to hit that group with. Walk in, you've got a bunch of professionals, they all look like business owners. Talk about custom software, talk about internet access. all homeowners to talk about internet access. Nobody's going to spend $80,000 on a custom program for their computer at home. And I don't know that $80,000 is a good number, I'm just throwing that out there.
Thank you.
Somebody else?
The reason I started doing this silly song stuff is because I went somewhere and I thought, what I came away with was the humor is the ones I remember. So give me pointers on why.
Humor is something we remember. Also, you've got to remember, don't be stupid with humor, because we can all do that. We can go sophomoric real quick. But the thing about what she did, what John did with the little rhymes, it locks in our brain. It's something we remember. I tell people all the time, if you have a tagline, use it. Brian?
Yep.
We talked about it. He didn't do his tagline.
I didn't know it, I forgot.
What's your tagline, Brian?
The trusted source for all you do.
There you
Get it
go.
Out of the blue.
You all know that I do dog training. A well-behaved, obedient dog is?
Perfectly possible.
Now tell me, how did half the room know that? Because every time I do commercial, that's how I end it, and everybody knows it. So thank you for those that participated. So as you think about your commercials now, we've got full tables, we've got the ability to do some great commercials. Think about what you need to say, and you're all going to be nervous now. Okay. And they're all going to be going to minute 20 because you're going to be trying to fix your 30-second commercial. Well, I only had 10 minutes to fix 30-second commercials. So, who else, one person that has a bad 30-second commercial, you think? Tony. What's Tony selling?
Joy and happiness.
Joy and happiness. Tony sells calories now. There's nothing like sitting down at breakfast or at noon and picking up that cookie and remembering the sweet taste of success. 4 Cookie Divas can provide cookies for your corporate event or special event so that everyone remembers your kindness and sweetness. I'm Tony with 4 Cookie Divas. How long did that take?
18 seconds.
Okay? So, there you go. 18 seconds. Think about what you need to say. Did I say everything? No, but I got cookies and sweet. What else do I need to know? I've got a huge whatever coming up. I'm going to go talk to her. My 12 minutes are up. Have a great networking session. 18 seconds.